Hello?
Hello, Sydney.
No, this is Lawrence.
Oh, sorry, wrong number. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Happy Pod. My name is Nathan. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Lawrence, who is a dickhead. Hello.
Hello, how are you? Happy Halloween?
Shut the fuck up and tell us what this show is all about.
Alright, I guess it's just happy for me.
Yeah.
Nathan, this is the show where each week we get together to discuss something in the realm of pop culture. It could be a movie, could be a TV show, could be a video game. But the main thing is that we do so without any of the toxic discourse that is oh so prevalent these days. And we're no longer doing fucking X-Mania.
Happy Halloween! It's Halloween, Lawrence.
I know, I'm feeling adequately spooked out. What about you?
What a spooky day indeed. I tell you what, we brought the episode forward by a whole day to celebrate the spookiest time of the year. It wasn't because X-Mania was too long.
No.
And we could only fit in this movie here. Otherwise, the Halloween episode would come out on the 1st of November. That's not why.
We thought the scariest thing we could do is kind of subconsciously apply pressure that you have to listen to this episode on release date
Yes.
or you're late.
Yes, that is possibly the best thing we could do. Anyway, happy Halloween or whatever.
Happy Halloween. Have you celebrated Halloween? Have you dressed up this year? Have you gone out trick-or-treating?
Lawrence, I'm 30 years old, okay? No, I have not gone out trick-or-treating. If I went out trick-or-treating, I'm pretty sure someone would call the police, okay?
You don't know that.
Who's this man at our door? He looks alone and sad. What is he doing? Okay? Get out
But that's
of
their
here.
job. Then if you look so sad, they can give you a little sweetie, cheer you up.
They wouldn't give me a sweetie. They tell me to fuck off. Like, go away, you're scaring the children. That's the point of Halloween, but when you do it, it's just sad, all right? Go away.
Do you remember your last time trick-or-treating? I don't.
Yeah, it was way too late, to be honest. It was... No, but I'd stopped trick-or-treating, okay? And then when I was in high school, I think I was in like year 9, me and my friends thought, wouldn't it be fun to go trick-or-treating?
Oh, no.
So then we just did.
Year 9, what's that, like 14, 15 years old?
No, like 13, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's still
13,
too old.
13, 14, I think. So...
Were you all like kind of in that awkward age where you're like, some of you are lanky, but some of you are still quite small. So you're like, hello, trick-or-treating.
I was beefy as fuck, obviously.
You were the tank. You were the head honcho. They put you at the front.
No, they put me. they put me in the back. I'm like the dad's chaperone in trick or treating. Off you go, kids.
Now make sure you're polite. All right.
Exactly.
Only take one.
That's me. Are you expecting trick or treaters this year?
I'm no, because where we live, there's like a little path thing that people, like, you have to kind of register for it, and then people know like the designated area. I don't know. It's all new to me. It's an alien concept.
You have to register to trick or treat.
Yeah,
Hey,
but like
kids,
it's
make
like
sure
a little...
you got your trick or treaters license this year. All right.
No, it's like a phase. You know, like when people get too enthusiastic on Facebook. It's like that. Something like that has happened in the local area, and I left it too late. I'm behind it, so no, I'm not getting involved this year.
I have no idea what the fuck you mean.
Like someone has arranged like a route for people to go on, but like the houses.
All right, but who the fuck is this person, and why is this route that they've arranged enforced by law? Apparently.
Listen, I'm not involved in this, right? You need to take your beef up with this person.
I tell them to fuck off. All right.
Listen, kids can come to my door if they want. Fuck off. Hiding in the bushes.
Whoever that person is, that's my new number one enemy. All right. That's my nemesis now. Okay. I don't even know who they are, but I hate them. All right.
You're very passionate about trick-or-treating this year.
No, it's not even trick-or-treating. It's people thinking they can do whatever they want with like the street and wherever they live. Have you seen like fucking like HOAs in America, home associations?
I can't say I have, but do tell.
They're fucking insane, mate. I don't know why anyone would want to live in a fucking homeowners association area, because you have to follow so many fucking rules to live on a street. Like, your grass has to be cut to a certain length. Your bins need to be like placed in a specific place and everything like this. There's all kinds of insane rules you need to follow just to live where you do.
That seems like stuff that you just... Who's that asked? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never once gone out and gone, my neighbour's bin is in a less than desirable location this morning.
That's America for you.
That sounds fucked. Anyway,
good luck on your election.
Yeah, maybe that's the scariest thing happening recently.
Yeah, who knows, bro?
Nathan, speaking of scary, what are we doing and how long have we been doing it for?
Lawrence, we've been doing this for 4 years now, but it is our 5th Halloween special. But the first one we did a bad movie. This time we're doing, well, we'll see. But we're doing Scream 4, okay?
Yeah.
Well, for the last 4 years, we've been doing Scream movies. That is our annual Halloween tradition. We watch one Scream movie once a year. We completely forget about it by the time the next one rolls around. We forget literally everything that happened. And then when we watch the next one, we're like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that, I guess. And then we have fun.
For the characters in this movie, it's 10 years. It's set 10 years after Scream 3, right? And I feel like I've got the adequate amount of knowledge that everyone else in like real time had when this movie came out, because I don't remember a single thing about Scream 3 other than Liev Schreiber was in it, and that's about it.
Scream 3 was the one where it was
Timothy Olyphant.
No, that was Scream 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Scream 3 was the one where it was on a movie set, wasn't it?
No, wasn't that number 3?
Yeah, that's literally what I just said, you dickhead.
Oh, I thought you said number 2. No. What was number 2?
Number 2 was at college.
Yes, you're right. And Jamie Kennedy was like the big film nerd, and he got killed or something.
Maybe, I don't know who Jamie Kennedy is.
He was the one that was like proper I'm cinema boy for all 3 of them. And the third one, he was like, I'm cinema boy, but I pre-recorded messages.
Yes, I'm cinema boy, but from beyond the grave. Because
and if you're watching this, it means, well, I'm dead, but I'm back for Scream 3.
Because I made this during the events of Scream 2 or whatever, and now I'm dead. Anyway.
God, I don't remember a single thing. I remember the broad strokes. I remember what everyone knows about Scream, being Ghostface, Sydney, all of this.
Look, there's Monica's there, there's... Dewey and Monica are there. They're married, but not anymore, I don't think. There's all sorts of stuff. I meant the actual actors, not the characters.
Yes.
There's all sorts of stuff going on. There's Ghostface. People think Ghostface is hot. There's all this sort of stuff. Look, it's all happening, all right?
It is all happening. Right, well, we're doing Scream 4. This is the last one directed by Wes Craven, because I think he died 5 years after this.
Yeah, this was the last one he did before he passed. The others, I don't know who directed the others, to be honest. But I guess we'll find out.
We will get there. But well, I'll tell you what. When we first started this, we both started this because we were interested in watching the newly released at the time Scream 5. And
that's next. That's the next one.
Soon, Nathan.
That's next year's. Wow. Insane.
Fucking hell. This does. People often say about this one, it does exist in a middle ground, right? Because there was the trilogy.
Yeah.
Then this was like 10 years later. And kind of the legacy sequel before the big legacy sequel boom.
Yeah.
And then they abandoned it again for another 10 years because Wes Craven died and they had no idea what to do.
What was this, 2001? 2011?
2011, this one, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then 10 years pass again and now they're making another one. I think there's 5 and 6 out. I don't know if... There's a lot of stuff about 7, right?
There's 5 and 6 out. 5 is, I think, Jenna Ortega is in it. But she's in quite a small role. This is I haven't seen them, but this is what I understand from context. And then Jenna Ortega blew up, so she has a much bigger role in the next one, I think.
That makes sense. They got quite lucky there.
And I think Scream 6 is Ghostface lost in New York, and he's got a gun or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I remember loads of marketing for that where he was like on a subway or something, and he was on
maybe.
Ghostface on a train.
Yeah, he's lost in New York. Like that dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
Oh, wow. Look at them go. Equal amounts of murder? Undecided, who knows?
Ghostface and the dinosaur. Now that I'd watch, all right? Now that's a movie, all right? Green like that.
Ghostface v Dinosaur?
No, not the dinosaur, just and the dinosaur. They team up.
Okay. Accomplices or like general transport? How would the dinosaur be incorporated?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking writer. Figure it out.
He could get the dinosaur. Could like if it was one of the long neck ones, it could like get Ghostface into upstairs windows, get around some police protections.
Yeah, sure. Ghostface needs a dinosaur to get him through the window to evade police protection. A famously small creature, a fucking brontosaurus as well. All right.
But I don't know if it's always lost in New York. People might see it from time to time and go, that's not Ghostface. That's just the dinosaur. You never know. Don't worry about it. Sydney's going to be fine.
Ghostface will be something to worry about. A man with a knife. Now that's terrifying. But a dinosaur? Don't worry about it, man. That's fine.
Yeah. What did you think of Scream 4?
What did you think of Scream 4?
I really enjoyed it, if I'm honest with you. I don't know whether it's because it's in the season. I thought there was like...
'Tis the season.
It is the season to be spooky. I think it had some fun kills. I think the reveal, Scream franchise always does very well with the reveal of who the killer is. I thought that was pretty effective. I thought the returning characters of like that we know from the last three, or that we sort of remember from the last three, they don't have much to do. There's kind of a little bit of... It's a little bit relaxed on kind of giving them any arcs on plot stuff. But I thought it was as effective as I wanted it to be. I was, by the end of it, I was kind of actively in my seat cheering on who I wanted to win and who I wanted to get killed and stuff. So I had a good time. You seem more quizzical. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know if I'm just like getting older and jaded, but I was like,
okay.
This one, like, I enjoyed the movie, okay? And I will say, disclaimer, I was spoiled going in, okay?
No,
I was spoiled on Jill, okay? Because there was a comment on our Discord section about it. And it's my own fault, because to be fair, I did say spoiler tag him, but, you know, people might not read that, okay? So...
What was it, not spoiler tagged?
It was not spoiler tagged, and I had to ask them to spoiler tag it, okay?
Oh,
but,
no!
Yeah, I know, right? But whatever, it's my own fault.
That is a fucking shame, though. Like...
Look, it is what it is. Let's move on, okay?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That means... Okay, so that was one thing going into it. But then watching the opening with, like, the opening, and then the opening, and then the opening, and like... all three layers of the opening were like, come on, it's a scary movie. You know how scary movies work. But then three different ways with three different contextual meta layers on top of each other. I was like, I'm really getting fucking sick of this. I don't know if I'm just old and jaded, but the whole, come on, you know how horror movies work. There's the, let's all, what if the fridge closes and there's just a totally innocent person there, and it's just, this is worse than Deadpool at times, okay? This is more annoying and in your face than Deadpool at times, and it's just so... relentless. Like, fuck, I get it, all right? I get it. You know, it's fun. We're poking fun at the genre, okay?
Yeah.
But fucking hell, sometimes I just want to watch an earnest movie, you know?
I mean, you came to the wrong franchise, to be fair.
I know, I did. I know. But fuck me, it's exhausting though, isn't it?
I'm just picturing you sitting down, you got I don't know what you had for dinner. Let's say you had a nice pie. What did you have for dinner?
I haven't had dinner yet.
Okay, well, let's say you had a nice pie.
Okay, sure.
You sit down, you've got a pie, it's warming your lap. You go, I cannot wait to watch a movie where everyone is unaware that they're in a film. Yeah. and is earnest and serious the whole time.
Look, yeah, I recognise it's not the fucking... I'm not at the right restaurant for the meal I want to eat, okay?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, it's just a bit...
It doesn't mean you can't be a bit jaded on it, though. Like, there are 4 of these things.
There are, and it is a bit much, you know. It is. Yeah. It's just so relentless with it. That being said, I enjoyed parts of it. I'll tell you, I did know about Jill. I didn't know about the other dude. So that was a genuine, holy shit moment. That was a genuine shock. Okay.
Yeah.
Your wife actually takes me. I assume your wife watched it with you. Because after you told me you watched it, she texted me and said, like, oh, Scream 4 was great. Was really shocked at the killer reveal. They wore a really cool t-shirt and then sent a picture of me. And I was like, the fuck does this mean? And then when that moment happened in the movie, I just texted her and went, oh, I get it now.
I didn't know she did that. She's doing side quests out here.
Yeah.
I don't know. The opening, I had the complete opposite reaction. I thought, like, the kind of, as it went on, it was like a 3-tiered joke, and by the end of it, I was like, what's happening now? I
was. See, I thought that at first when it happened first time. When like they had the traditional Scream opening, but then it came up with stab. And then they went into the next one. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun. All right. And then as the person like started to go onto it, oh wait, no, I'm getting mixed up. See, I'm already.
It was after that. It was Anna Paquin and Kristen Bell.
Yeah, that one I didn't like. All right, that one I was also a little bit distracted. Like, oh, there's Kristen Bell. What's Kristen Bell doing here?
Yeah.
And whatever. I didn't like that one, especially like the way Kristen Bell just stabbed her. I was like, that's stupid. And then that was a stab movie as well. And then I was
it turns out that stab movie had ended with, or it started with them watching the ending of the previous stab movie,
or the beginning of the previous stab movie. Because then the next layer, which is the start of Scream. My God, they are saying that's so stupid. So why does Stab 7 open with the start of Stab 6? Okay, are we to assume that that's actually from Stab 6? And I was like, that's pretty funny, but also it is stupid. Don't think you can get away with it just by doing that, you know?
But it's saying that though, that's this entire movie. Like, this movie ends with the resolution of like Sydney is like, she's thought she's won the day, and then there's a final threat, and she goes, they're always behind me. They're always behind you, aren't they? And then turns around and wins. Like when fucking Emma Roberts in this movie has the fucking gun to Gail, Monica, and Monica's like, oh, just let me have one last word, as you see Sydney grabbing the fucking defibrillator. I'm like, don't fucking say Clea. Don't No, really?
Say Clea. Oh,
I was the opposite. My note, like, pretty much verbatim reads, I was being like, so clear.
No.
Go on.
I was like, oh, this is so stupid. Oh.
They're always stupid, though. This is their thing.
I know, but I just... I don't know. I think I was down on the last one as well, wasn't I?
I think you didn't like it as much. Yeah, I don't know if I loved it all that much. I really liked the first two. I thought they were the best one.
First two were great. Yeah.
I would say that, like, not ranking or anything, but like the first one still is undefeated. But I think this is pretty good. Like, as it goes, I think this is a fun movie that kind of, it does what the first one does in a different way, because obviously the time context of when this one came out and the legacy sequel stuff of it all, I think they take pretty good advantage of that throughout.
I'll tell you what did shock me about this. Stacked cast, man.
This is a who's who.
It's specifically a who's who of girls who were on TV shows in the mid 2000s to mid 2010s. All right.
Yeah, it really is.
You've got Alison Brie, all right, from Community, and that rom-com I like that also stars Dakota Johnson, which the name of I can't remember, but I like it. You also have the other girl whose name I can't remember, but she's fucking the cheerleader in Heroes, whose also name I can't remember. Okay?
Oh, I don't know that one. I never watched Heroes.
Well, you're bad. She was the girl who also liked movies.
Oh, okay.
The blonde girl.
Right.
The blonde girl.
Oh, Hayden something?
No.
Hayden Patisserie?
Hayden Patisserie Chicken or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Hayden Rotisserie Chicken.
Hayden Rotisserie Chicken. Yeah, that's it.
I recognised her face, but I didn't know where I knew her from.
She's the cheerleader from Heroes. Save the cheerleader, save the world. You also have Emma Roberts, star of fucking Nickelodeon's Unfabulous and The Wild Child herself. Okay.
Indeed.
And
also,
many other things, probably.
Yeah, she did. What's that fucking? No, she's in American Horror Story.
No one cares about that. No one cares. The only thing people know from American Horror Story is that GIF where she says "surprise, bitch." I bet you thought you seen the last of me. All right, that's the only
true.
thing we know.
There was a big old thing about Evan
no one
Peters.
Cares. No one cares. Right? No one cares.
Okay.
And by that I mean I don't care. So
yeah, fair enough. I think there's a large amount of people that do care.
No, I don't think there is.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, we mentioned her, but she's in this for a second.
Anna Paquin, we mentioned her too.
She's an X-Men.
She is. Adam Brody. Do you know who Adam Brody is?
No.
He's the cop that gets, not the one that gets his head stabbed, the other one.
I got words on that, trust me.
Oh yeah. You want proof this movie's dumb and not taking anything seriously? Look no further. But, no, Adam Brody's the posho from OC. He's also in Gilmore Girls for a brief stint.
I haven't seen any of these shows, Lawrence, so I don't care about them. All right.
He's like big for back in the day. He was massive on the OC.
No.
No, he wasn't.
That's what I say
right.
about that.
This is a big old who's who. There is like everyone here, pretty much every new character that's introduced. The other killer is Kieran Culkin's brother, Rory Culkin, I think is his name.
Macaulay. How many Culkin brothers are there?
I don't know. Today was the first time I realised there were more than two. So
now I think about it, he does look like a Culkin, but
yeah,
Macaulay's obviously the most famous, and then there's Kieran.
Yeah.
Who's this other one?
I don't know who the other one is. Rory, I guess. Let me Google Culkin brothers, find out how many there are. There's 4 of them.
That's too many.
Oh, hang on. One of them's got a picture from when he was young. I'm worried. Oh, no. He's seemingly not dead. This is Christian Culkin.
Christian Culkin?
There's Christian Shane. There's 5. There's 5 Culkins, Nathan.
This is too many. Are they all acting? Are they all doing stuff?
I don't know. Shane Culkin is 48. He has an IMDb page. Yeah, he's an actor, it seems.
Who are their parents? Who's the Culkin parents? What do they do?
I don't know. Shall I find out?
Probably just live off their child's millions.
I mean, I think there's a thing about their parents. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm pretty sure their parents are about fucking... You're not going to believe this. There's fucking loads of them. Yeah, we're just talking about the brothers here. All I typed in was the Culkin brothers, right? There's Macaulay Culkin, there's Rory Culkin, there's Shane, Dakota, Quinn, Christian, and Jennifer.
What the fuck?
Fucking busy. But, mate, they were like, if Macaulay Culkin's not a star, we've got like fucking 8 more goes.
Jesus Christ. They were fucking building a dynasty. What is this?
Yeah, I don't think... I hear their dad is a pretty shit bloke that kind of like just milked them for stardom and then fucked off with their money, basically.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, there's fucking loads of them. Fuck loads of Culkins.
It's too many.
We got to get to work.
Ghostface. Get me a Ghostface mask. All right.
What do you think of the OGs then? So Sydney's back, Gail's back, Dewey's back. What do you make of them?
Sydney's pretty cool. Seems like Sydney's been in training or some shit. All right, because like I don't know, she's like ready for Ghostface. Like when when fucking Ghostface like starts killing that girl in the house across the way, she's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna fight Ghostface. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna fucking fight him." All right. She like charges in, ready to fucking duke it out, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. And she like kind of does as well. She just
mate, she goads him into fucking stalking her up the stairs. Then she fucking does a judo flip on him. She Tomonagi rolls him down the stairs.
That's pretty cool stuff.
He goes flying as well. Like she's got some power in that. But then, to be fair, we do find out later on that Ghostface is a pair of like just spindly nerds.
Yeah, it's true. Ghostface is a little girl and a little boy, both of which are very small and skinny.
Exactly, yeah. Which makes you look at...
Yeah, you look at, like, big, beefy Ghostface chasing and fighting these you and like, I don't know if that's accurate. I think it's very funny at the end when you have Emma Roberts in the Ghostface costume and it is noticeably the smallest Ghostface has looked throughout the entire movie.
They get her out of that cloak so fucking quick as well. Like, we cannot cut to a wide until this is dealt with. We need to get her out of that costume.
That is 100% the only time she was wearing that costume in the movie. Okay.
Oh god, we're also treated to the voice modulator that just seemingly has no rules and can work whenever.
Well, it's on an app now apparently. They also you got the Ghostface app.
Horrendous.
I know. Yeah.
If they were smart, if the police in this were smart, because bless Dewey, but I have some words on his capabilities.
He's a sheriff now. He's the sheriff of this here town.
He's the worst sheriff in existence.
Nuke Woodsboro, all right? Just nuke that town, all right? Just let it go.
It breeds too many killers. What's going on there?
It's gone. It's like Gotham. Just close it off, all right? Destroy the bridges. Just fucking let it go to itself, all right?
This is what happens when seemingly an entire town is obsessed with cinema. They all become odd.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, I like Sydney. Sydney is good. She's in this. She's a writer now. She's written a book, which I feel like Sydney. Whenever they pick up on Sydney, it's a bit unfortunate because her arc kind of ended in the first movie.
Yeah.
So now, whenever they pick up on Sydney, it's just like I can't keep seeing myself as a victim. I'm like, you've been doing this for like 2 decades now.
Was it in the third one? Was it in the third one where they added in all that shit about her mum and like? Oh, she was an actress and all this weird shit.
I care about it as much as this movie seems to, which is not at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's I don't know what the fuck they did. I remember there was like a secret affair or something that was happening with like, and one of the Ghostface was a secret brother or some nonsense.
No.
I don't know. I could be chatting utter shit. This is all kind of vague memories.
Couldn't tell you.
I tell you what, I do like Gale in this. I find Gale, she's in an interesting spot in terms of character, right? Because she's on a path to not be all like media obsessed and gross, and like she's married Dewey and she kind of settled into the small town life. And but that also kind of means that when Ghostface starts killing, that she's also like given up her power. Like Dewey is a sheriff, Sydney is kind of now a writer and also the main kind of, she's the one that everyone rushes to protect. And then you've got this new deputy sheriff who is like just an enormous threat to their marriage.
Kill that person immediately.
Yeah, when she got shot,
it
was the only time a victim died, and I was like, yes!
Do you remember that scene when like fucking Sydney was in the house and she was just there in the shadows like, hey Sydney, I love you. Do you remember me from Drama Club? Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
She's my biggest gripe with the movie, because I think that like I'm sure she's an absolutely lovely person, but she is a bad actor in this.
She's got some murder eyes.
Yeah, it's creepy. She's like submerged in shadow in that specific moment as well. It's all a little bit like,
And yeah, they like in. I don't know if the movie fully knew what they wanted to do with that character, because they're like, oh, fucking watch out, Dewey. There's a temptress, there's a seductress. Okay,
but he's just not interested.
He's really not interested at all. And
I think he's entertaining it for the baked goods, and that's it.
Well, he doesn't even eat the baked goods. He's like, I'm not cheating on my diet, so fuck you. It's only Gale who eats the baked goods, and then she's like, they taste like shit, so fuck you.
Yeah, I don't want your baked goods anymore.
This is what I think the movie doesn't know what to do, and then they're like, maybe they imply that, oh, maybe she's Ghostface, and like that's quickly put to bed, very, very, very straightforward, and then she's just kind of around, really.
Be fair to the movie though. There's a few. Fuck's sake. There's a few characters that serve that purpose. I don't think it's as cleverly done as the last few, but it's always their intention to mislead you and make you think someone is.
What I've always enjoyed about the previous movies is that, and I said it when we did the episodes, is they was always very good at knowing when you start to suspect someone, because that's when the movie starts to suspect them too. All right, not so much the case with this one. All right, because like fucking Emma Roberts' boyfriend. All right. Oh, fucking hell. Every time you see that dude, he's just scowling to himself, all right?
That scene where, like, Sydney goes to cinema club or whatever.
Yeah, and he's just there like, I wish I was killing people right now.
Yeah, and, like, it just cuts him multiple times, and you can practically hear him going, I'm Ghostface.
God, I wish I had a knife.
And it turns out, not Ghostface, just a cross man in cinema club, which I feel like might be every man in cinema club.
You in cinema club. I bet you love cinema club.
As soon as this movie showed that there was a cinema club, I went, I've got to prepare myself for this. I know where this. I know exactly where this is going. There's a poster of The Thing on the wall. They love it.
There's a poster of several movies on the wall.
Yeah, but it's spooky time, so I was like, it's The Thing.
Great. There's also a poster of Stab 6. All right.
But that doesn't exist. I can't watch that.
Well, as far as you know.
Are the Stabs essentially just like the scary movie, like the parody kind of versions?
No, they're Scream.
Of the universe.
They're Scream.
Oh, so they're just Scream.
They're just Scream. Yeah.
The events of this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right. Nuke this fucking town.
Nuke this town.
Man. Wipe it off the fucking face of the earth.
Just destroy it. Didn't they say in Stab 5 that's the one with time travel? Then like easily the worst one.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I know with Gale, right? I like this because I feel like I like her arc because she's obviously clearly unhappy and a bit kind of unfulfilled, and she sees that Sydney's written a book, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna fucking write a book."
You've written several books, all of which have become major motion pictures.
Yeah, you should
Stab
be fine.
1 through 7. You should be a millionaire, all right?
Let Sydney have her one book to your 8 books or whatever.
Yeah.
But I do like when she does.
Gale's arc seemed dumb to me. It was like half an arc.
Ah, dumb.
It was just, I should be famous too.
It was a bit of that, yeah.
Come
but
on.
no one was taking her seriously. She kept trying to she was like, can help and am pretty capable. Like, you two have been saved by me multiple times, so can someone just let me know what's going on, please?
Yeah. But...
And also that deputy was like, no, and I'm having sex with your husband, or at least attempting to.
Well, yeah, she should have just killed her, all right? But
yeah. Look, it is weaker for the main cast, right? Because there's not much for them to do.
What's going on with that boy and his little camera glasses thing? What's this about? All right.
Well, this is the Jamie Kennedy, but they've remembered they killed Jamie Kennedy. Like,
why is he fucking live streaming at all times, all right? What's going on?
I think this is one of the things that hasn't aged well, because clearly they thought this would be like the future of like what the kids would be up to when they have all their smartphones. And
I mean,
God
look,
knows what.
they're not. People are doing. I believe they're called IRL streams. Okay,
yeah,
they're on the
true.
Twitch. They're on the whatever that other one is
Whenever you see
called.
Twitch streamers, they're always like just in a street, and they're like, "I'm just chatting with someone." I'm like, "What's the setup here? How's this work?"
They're on TikTok. I don't know what they're doing. They're on all these. They're on Face Chat. They're on Snapbook. All right. They're on all the apps.
They're on
right?
Habbo Hotel.
They're on. Don't fuck off. That's a different podcast. Okay. You can't reference something that came up on a different podcast, Lawrence.
Sorry. No, I don't know. I thought he was a bit of a nothing character. He existed because he needed to be betrayed by his other cinema boyfriend.
But he wasn't, though.
He was killed by him. He killed him in the end.
No, he was killed by Ghostface. We didn't find out it was him until after, so therefore it doesn't count. All right.
All right. I would have liked to if he had seen it, if he had known about it.
Exactly. That's why it doesn't count. I'm not talking to my microphone. That's why I sound weird. I'm gonna reach something on my desk.
But I don't know. I thought he was. I thought he at least looks silly. He's got like his big Spy Kids glasses on. He like literally flips the viewfinder around a couple of times. Like, I don't know. It's dumb, but
he looks ridiculous. You know what he looks like? He looks like fucking that fucking cyborg from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. You know Cyborg?
I know the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, to be fair.
Ridiculous.
Was there anyone else you suspected other than Emma Roberts' boyfriend and the deputy
Well, I suspected
sheriff?
Emma Roberts because I knew it was her. So.
Oh well, no, but like, was there anyone? Did you think there wasn't a coming?
I don't know. I felt like the movie like could have gone in the direction of Sydney being framed for it, and I feel like it kind of did, but then it never really fully committed to that as well. Which because there are multiple instances in this movie where like a killing just happens, and then Sydney is the only one who's there and like covered in blood and has her hands on the knife or whatever fucking whatever evidence, and then like but. Nothing ever happens with that. It never goes anywhere. And I'm like, that could be an interesting thread to explore, but then it's just not.
I do think that's one of the drawbacks, because like you said, there are so many moments where like even some of the cops look at her a bit like, are we, like, I guess my protocol here is I should be arresting you, but because you're Sydney, I'm probably not going to, but like, I would be if you weren't Sydney. Yeah. There's also quite a few times they do this to loads of characters, but they do it to Sydney a few times as well, where Ghostface leaves. And then Sydney comes in very quickly and is like, what happened in here? Which is a trademark. Like, as soon as that happens once, you go, that you could be a Ghostface kind of thing.
Alison Brie's death was a bit fucking ridiculous.
I mean, the deaths in this as a whole, way more brutal than normal, I think, for a lot of them.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Probably more bloody and a bit more...
But I think the methods, no? Like we say, Alison Brie's one's horrendous, to be honest.
No, I was mostly like just annoyed at how stupid she was, really.
Oh, well, just her character in themselves.
Just like fucking... She was in a locked car from the safety of which she saw the killer outside of that and then decided to get out of the car, run through a dark car park towards the spooky door hidden in darkness 50 feet away.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
It was a little bit telegraphed as well, right? Because prior to that, Sydney had just gone, I don't think I need your services anymore. She's her PR woman. She was like, you are fired.
Yeah.
And then the camera stayed with her. And I was like, well, you just got fired, so you're of no use to the movie anymore. Like, I know where this is going.
Yeah. It was pretty dumb. Was there any other kills that you liked in this?
I
liked it when The long-haired movie boy killed when he revealed himself and killed his girlfriend.
Oh, and he was like, "This is how you make a move."
Yeah, because that one genuinely shocked me. I was genuinely taken by surprise on that one. So that was good, I guess.
I don't know. There was a part of me that suspected it, but then I didn't have a chance to let that seed grow in my brain, because before I suspected it and then it happened like 5 minutes later. But like the moment where he's outside and Sydney's like, if you can't trust him, you're not opening the fucking door for him. And then he's like, let me in, Ghostface is behind me, let me in. And then Ghostface hits his head against the wall and then takes him away. And I was like, why would Ghostface have not just killed him? But then he's tied up. So I was like, oh, maybe because he's doing a game.
Ghostface always does weird shit, man.
Yeah, but I was like, it just struck me as a little bit, I don't know why it clicked in my brain. I went, that's weird. But then the movie tricked me again because he was tied up and I was like, no, Ghostface is doing an odd thing. And then he was the secret Ghostface and I was like, no, I was on the right track, but they misled me.
Yeah, they do that, man. Ghostface will get you. It's like Ghostface gets you.
It does get me.
Is there always two Ghostfaces now? I guess there has to be, doesn't there?
Well, so there was.
There was always two. There was two in the first one as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was Stu and what's
Billy.
his face? Billy.
Billy
Billy Loomis and Stu. Then there was
Shaggy.
Shaggy. Yeah. Then there was Timothy Olyphant and then Billy Loomis's mum.
I thought it was Timmy Oliphant's mum. I knew it was someone's mum, but yeah.
Someone's mum shows
Timmy
up
Oliphant
and
like, maybe his mum or whatever. I don't know.
The Karen killer shows up with the trademark trim as well.
Yeah. And then in the third one,
it's the secret brother or something.
Fuck, man, I couldn't tell you. Oh, yeah, was there there was a secret brother. Sydney had a brother, didn't she?
Who was like a movie producer, or he had like a bit of an illicit Hollywood sex house or something, didn't he? Remember, like he had like secret tunnels or walls or something?
Yeah, wait, wasn't it the director or something?
Maybe. I'm going to Google it, because otherwise there'll be people listening to this just screaming us. Scream 3 killers. Who are they? Roman Bridger.
The fuck's that?
That was the Hollywood bloke, I'm fairly certain. Did Scream 3 have 2 killers?
Yeah, of course it did.
The threequel featured a lone killer. No, just the one.
What?
Yeah, Scott Foley is the actor. Sydney's long-lost half-brother. Oh, right, okay.
So he's not the director?
I think he was both.
I don't think he was the director.
So why did he have the sex house? Or was the sex house just someone else?
The sex house was someone else, I think.
Okay.
The Roman Bridger didn't have the sex house.
I don't remember a thing.
The director had the sex house.
I didn't know if he was.
The director. I don't know. He wasn't the director.
It's impossible to know.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't the director.
Okay.
Why would Sydney's brother be a director?
Because they didn't know each other. He was like long lost half brother, wasn't he? From Sydney's mum's old promiscuous LA days.
Who was the director in Scream 3? Don't tell me Wes Craven, you fuckhead.
Roman is a music video director.
Wait.
Tasked with the gig of helming Stab 3. Yeah, so he is the director and Sydney's half brother.
Well, I don't
she didn't know about.
Attended the party for Stab 3's director, Roman Bridger.
There you are.
Yeah, I told you he was the director. Right.
That's not fair. You can't do that. It's not allowed. Was there any other kills that you liked in this? I have a few that I enjoyed.
Go on then, tell me.
I like the poor Trevor, who we've spent the entire movie thinking Trevor's Ghostface. And then it's revealed that Trevor's actually just a lousy boyfriend. And then he gets shot in the dick and then shot in the head.
Yeah, I would say poor Trevor, but I'd be like, nah, shoot him, man. He fucking deserves it, just for scowling around. He's got a face like a smacked ass, man.
Yeah, he can't have been a pleasant presence around Cinema Club, to be fair. And we like to harbour a better atmosphere in Cinema Club.
He was so grumpy, man. What was his beef? What was his fucking damage? Why was he there just to scowl at Sydney?
And like, were there any points in the movie where you were confused about which one of them was his ex-girlfriend? Because he seemed to be interested in Hayden Rotisserie Chicken as well as Emma Roberts.
No, not really.
No, okay, just me.
No, because Emma Roberts was always like, this is my boyfriend who I don't love, but maybe I do. And then he was just like fucking. He just came to her house at the end, and then Rotisserie Chicken was like, "Leave my house! Why the fuck are you here? Go
Get
away!"
out.
He was just like, "No, I'm just gonna hang out here for a bit." I reckon.
Woodsboro people, lock doors.
Yeah.
This is an obscene thing to be doing.
And also, where are all your parents? Okay.
Yeah, very
You're
true.
like,
yeah.
what is going on? You're just at home with your giant DVD collection, drinking whiskey out of a tumbler, whilst you're discussing trivia with your friend. Where's your mum? Okay.
Dewey runs in and is like, Ghostface isn't here. All right, everything seems above board. Other than that, I'm out. See you later. The girl got knifed in the gut and her intestines were ripped out. That was pretty gnarly.
Who was that?
That was
the friend.
The friend.
Yeah, that one was pretty.
Early.
That one was pretty brutal. Yeah.
Yeah. There's what you don't like the cop that got stabbed through the brain?
Nah, that was.
And then was kind of
ridiculous.
wobbling about, being like, "I'm sort of alive."
That was fucking ridiculous. All right, you cannot look. I'm no doctor. All right, but I don't think you can get stabbed directly in the fucking brain. Okay, and then have enough time to walk to get up out of your car.
Yeah,
try and fight your attacker. Before taking a few steps forward, then saying "fuck Bruce Willis," and then dying. Okay, I don't think that's possible. All right.
I didn't think it made any sense either. Because like, what did Bruce Willis do other than be in Die Hard, which you were speaking about a minute ago?
Because he's a cop that didn't die in a movie.
Oh, he's jealous. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if it was like, aren't there cases of like people if they get a wound like directly in the middle of the brain? It's like you've got there's a 1% chance of survival. Like it has happened. People have been shot in the head before and survived.
Look, from my understanding, which is mostly zombie-based media, okay?
Yeah.
Any direct blow to the brain is instant death, okay?
I think in most cases you'd be right going about life with that philosophy, yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, but look...
I mean, let's try it out. Get me a knife. I'll fucking stab you in the brain. See how you do, all right?
I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying, all right? Maybe there's I don't know why I'm trying to defend it. It's an absolutely fucking ludicrous scene.
It's ridiculous.
I liked all the stuff that came before it, though, of them saying, like... they were like, I'm not a big fan of being these two cops, by the way. Like, this feels like we're definitely going to die.
That was more of that meta shit, which was just doing my head in. And I know that's the Scream franchise, but it was just, can we just have one scene without two people being like, hey, this is like a horror movie? You know how in horror movies there's always two people who are doing exactly what we're doing right now, all right? But it's different because we're talking about it, but unlike them, you know?
Do you think you'd feel differently if we hadn't just come off discussing all three Deadpool movies?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. I feel like that might be a player factor in this.
Maybe. I'm all meted and fourth wall breaking out at the moment, I think. It's a lot, all right?
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Maybe by the time Scream 5 rolls around, or I believe that's just called Scream, isn't it? Maybe by the time that one rolls around, I'll feel differently.
Scream, but they should have called it 5 Cream. Like they should have made the S a 5.
No. They should have. What they should have done is done what they did with 6, but without the thingy, just the middle bit of the M in Scream.
Oh, like the letter a slightly different color. Like
just paint that bit red. All right, and then Bob's your uncle.
That would have been cool. I think they should have just called it 5 Cream.
You already said that, all right?
Yeah, but now specifically 5 Cream.
Okay, great.
I want to talk quickly about Dewey.
I feel like what happened there is you already said that. You didn't get the reaction you wanted, and then you said it again, but louder. Okay?
This is tried and true method, all right? It works every now and then.
I don't know if it did, buddy.
Well, you don't know. I may have edited in raucous laughter underneath that. There's now a studio audience.
Let everyone know it was fake, okay? Let the record show that it was falsified.
Is there anything you want to talk about before I do Dewey, and then we can talk about the Ghostface reveal, the main one?
What are you going to do to Dewey? I'm
not going to do anything to him. I just kind of want to get your opinion on something.
All right. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Let me see. Nuke Woodsboro, kill that cop.
Are these notes?
No, just going off the top of my head here.
Okay.
Sydney's fine, I guess. How much money does Sydney have? Why should I stay at her aunt's place or whatever?
Yeah, I feel like it's just if you've got relatives in the area and you're there for like what she thought was probably going to be a weekend.
Not me, I'll check into the Hilton, thank you.
I don't know if Woodsboro has a Hilton. It's just a carved out hotel with a bunch of cinema graduates all talking about movies or something.
Hey man, you ever seen a horror movie? Bloody hell.
You go in, you go, can I book a room? And they go, if you can guess my questions. Who is the original killer of this movie you don't know?
You walk in, it's styled exactly like the hotel from The Shining.
There's a million twats with fucking Spy Kids headgear on and shit.
Oh, ridiculous.
Right, Dewey, right? We've been pretty unanimous in our praise for Dewey. He's like the heart of the franchise for the most part.
Sure.
Right? Because he's a big, lovable goof. I think he's a horrible sheriff. I think he's really bad at his job in this movie.
Yeah, probably.
He gets no leads, and he doesn't let his extremely capable wife help him. Then he doesn't cancel a stabathon party right after a Ghostface murder has happened. And then he can't shoot a target that is trying to kill his wife that is 10 meters away from him. And if you look at where the bullet goes, it goes like 10 meters wide upwards. Like Blood was aiming his gun at the sky, trying to hit someone in front of him, right? And then he has no realization that Emma Roberts should not know that she's like wound buddies with Gale. Like that information is not public, and that's his own wife. Like,
as soon as Emma Roberts said that, I'm like, oh, that's how we'll clock it. But he just didn't. He just didn't.
He went, oh, okay, cool. I thought when he was in a hospital room and it clearly some time had passed.
Yeah, you thought he already knew.
Yeah, I thought he knew, and he was trying to get trying to find a way in, like to kind of noodle her out a little bit.
You should have just shot her in her sleep.
Just walked in, she's like, oh, thank God I'm alive. Bang!
Pillow over the face, bang!
Feathers and blood everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Put that on your fucking Spy Kids camera live stream. I like all the ending stuff. Do you want to talk about the Emma Roberts as a whole, like the reveal and the ending of it all?
I tell you what, all right. Emma Roberts walking around a house, throwing herself into shit. Fucking hilarious.
It's so funny, right?
Genuinely the funniest scene in the movie, okay? Just the way she just fucking slams her head into that framed picture. Yeah. Oh,
I like the way she lines up herself and then just fucking body slams herself through the table.
It's ridiculous.
The way she kind of puts a knife to her shoulder and then kind of shoulder barges the door frame to basically force herself to stab herself.
Yeah.
Right. And I like that, like, as soon as she pulls the knife after it, there's just this tiny moment where I think it's such a great performance where she kind of goes, like she's pissed off that she's putting herself through it. Like she's a real, like, brat in this sequence, and it's really funny.
You sound like Yoda then.
Wound buddies we are.
It's pretty funny.
What do you think it means for like all the I think it's quite an interesting concept of the whole, like, kids these days, they want to get famous for doing nothing, and she wants all that attention, and growing up in Sydney's family, like, is so hard because all the attention was essentially starved from her, and she just wants people to love her and adore her and all of this stuff, and she wants her book deal and shit. There's not much to it, is there? No. It's a bit paper thin, but
I feel like that would probably have more weight these days. What with TikTok and your social medias and whatnot.
I don't know where the next two stories go other than New York and with that dinosaur, but like I think it might have been a bit too ahead of its time for its own good, which is not a bad thing. It just means that I don't know if it lands the way they wanted it to.
No, I don't think so. It's not the best reveal they've done, really.
I think in terms of I was floored about Emma Roberts. Maybe because you had it spoiled, but Emma Roberts floored me. I was like, of all the people, because she's so lukewarm and forgettable for the rest of the movie. She almost plays a bland and forgettable character on purpose for the reveal to hit harder, and I think that's quite a clever choice.
Yeah, I could see it. But obviously I knew, so.
Was there anything you picked up on then, like, that I wouldn't have noticed while you were watching?
I noticed that she wasn't in a lot of it until
She
like,
really weren't, yeah.
until like sort of the ending, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
The best way to hide them is to actually have them hidden,
Yeah.
not on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, initially I thought it would have been her and her boyfriend and
Yeah, Big Trev.
the Scouty guy. Yeah,
Yeah. Because he was staring everyone down in
because he
Cinema
was.
Club.
He was so angry in Cinema Club. Yeah, like, blood, we're just trying to watch a movie. Why are you here scouting us? Go away. Right?
What do they do in Cinema Club? Just chat?
Just watch movies.
Do they watch... Yeah, but it's on, like, their lunch break, so you'd have to watch, like, 45 minutes of a movie.
They appreciate a movie, Lawrence. Yeah, that was the... There was no greater thrill, okay, than being in school and watching a movie in 45-minute segments, all right? You can make that joy last for weeks, all right? Remember in English class when they rolled in the TV and then you're like, oh, yes, we get to watch half an hour of Holes today. I can't wait till next week when we can watch the next half an hour of Holes, okay?
All I remember about Holes is that, like, that kid Zero didn't do it, and also there's something about a necklace that's, like, 100 years old or something, and, like, it's a big curse or something.
Shia LaBeouf, he was related to someone who, like, maybe they had a curse put on them by that woman or whatever. I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah, and it never rained or something because of that curse.
No, maybe the rain. Oh, I can't remember.
And there was a cowboy that was like, I can fix that.
But that's in the past.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Too many things going on in Holes.
It's been about 20 years since I did this stuff. I can't really remember.
And you watched it in 45-minute increments as well.
Exactly. And didn't he like steal a car and then he drove it into a hole and then all the kids had water?
And they all pointed and went, this is the titular hole.
It's Holes.
Yeah, but that's when the camera pans out and it's revealed Holes.
No, we already know that. They're all digging holes. They're all like child prisoners or whatever's going on.
Oh, I remember a big sweeping CGI shot of a bunch of, like, obviously 2D holes in a desert or something.
Yeah, they're all digging holes. What are they digging holes for? Can't remember.
Undisclosed reason. I think they're looking for something. They're looking for that amulet that released them from the curse or something.
I don't think there was an amulet.
And then there was Zero. That kid was called Zero or something.
No, you're thinking of Madame Zero. Or Madame Zeroni.
Madame Zero?
Madame Zeroni? Is that
there's
name?
Definitely a kid called Zero in Holes.
There was no Zero.
There's fucking a Zero.
You're thinking of Madame Zeroni.
I'm absolutely not. Hector Zeroni, and they called him Zero.
Madame Zeroni's his mum then.
Well, I don't fuck. Well, then we're both right. But the kid was called Zero. He went by Zero.
Look up Madame Zeroni.
Madame, watch this be from a different thing.
You already confirmed Zeroni's from the movie.
Oh, she's a lady that's wearing some interesting headgear.
Like a fortune teller, sort of.
Yeah.
I fucking told you, didn't I? You can't.
Does this seem racially insensitive? This headgear?
No. She could be like a fucking.
I don't know if I know enough to comment. I'll be honest on this garment
choice. I think like it's of like a Romani descent or something like that.
Why did Madame Zeroni want to be carried up the mountain so she can drink from the mountain stream before she dies? She did all this to get up a fucking mountain.
We should do holes. Should we do holes?
I'd do holes.
We could do holes.
I feel like we may have done it a bit here.
that was our segment. We barely remember a movie. Join us next time on We Barely Remember a Movie. Would that be a good podcast? It'd be like this, but we don't watch the movie.
But how would we prepare for it? We'd be like, right,
well, we wouldn't.
We both have to watch. Oh, okay.
That's the thing. We wouldn't. We'd just pick a movie we watched 20 years ago, ideally in 45-minute increments, and then we struggle to think through it. We're like, so maybe this happened, and then I think I remember this bit. I think that'd be a good podcast.
It'd be a great podcast, but it does just sound like an excuse for us to do less work towards this podcast.
I'm not saying we stop this, all right? But I'm just thinking. I'm just throwing it out there. I think that'd be good.
Leave that one in the chamber. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll save that one for the Patreon.
Yeah, the Patreon.
Listen to us barely remember a movie.
That's what everyone wants. Yeah, no, I like the reveal of it. I think it's a.
Are we still talking about this movie?
Yeah, a little bit, right? We'll wrap it up in a second, right? But I think the reveal is good. I like that there comes to a point where, like, when people don't believe her and when Dewey kind of does clock the... Or no, when Emma Roberts gets told that Sydney is still alive, and she's like, fucking hell. And then she just loses it and just starts shooting people. Like, she has no escape plan here.
No, that's like... And there's no coming back from that. And she's still like, oh, I can get out of this. Brother, it's over.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened with fucking Officer Creepy Eyes? All right. What happened? Because I thought she got shot in the head.
I thought this, and I turned to my wife, and when she got up, I went, I thought she got shot in the head. She went, no, she got shot in the body. And I went, she didn't know. I'm sure I saw her get shot in the head.
I'm almost certain she got shot in the head. And then she just got up and was like, I'm fine, actually. I was like,
yeah. Because even Gail, who was right next to her, went, fucking hell.
Yeah.
She just got shot in the head.
That's what she turned to the camera.
Yes.
This is like that time in a horror movie you saw when someone got shot in the head.
And then a big pause and static came on and it zoomed out and someone was watching this and then the credits rolled for stab 8 or whatever.
Do you know what was the most egregious scene in this movie? It was when that blonde girl, like Hannah Rotisserie Chicken or whatever her name is, she just stared into the camera and named about 14 horror movies back to back. Okay? I was like,
she didn't even let Ghostface finish the question as well. Like.
Fucking hell, Wes Craven, all right? I get it, okay?
Probably
you like
made
horror movies, all right? Fucking hell.
Look, they're learning in Cinema Club. That's all we can say. We know for a fact. Also, is there no disparity between the popular kids and the nerds here?
No, I was thinking this because at the start of the movie, the girls are walking into school, and then fucking the cyborg camera boy comes up to them and goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna film your tits or whatever."
Get a load of me.
And then they're all just like, "Go away, you fucking nerd!" All right. Then in the next scene, they're best friends. They're all like, "Yeah, we're all in Cinema Club together."
And Rotisserie Chicken's like, I actually think that nerd's kind of sexy.
I want to fuck that nerd.
I want to fuck that nerd big time.
and then that rotisserie chicken girl, she's like, I fucking hate these nerds, but I'm going to go to their Stabathon party, all right? Like, I fucking hate all of them, but I'm going to go, all right?
But like the guy, Trevor, he's like obviously like a Letterman jacket jock guy.
Yeah.
Like, but then he shows up for Cinema Club to sit in the corner and go, nerds, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in Cinema Club. I think he might be there to try and win back his love or whatever.
Well, then why was he let in?
I don't know. It's Cinema Club. They'll just accept whoever's there.
They need the numbers.
They get 2 middle-aged ladies to come in later on. Okay. Tell us about stuff that happened to you. It's got nothing to do with films.
I don't think I understood, like, what was the point of them filming the murders this time? Because, like, we're going to make our own movie. And, like, but what are you going to do with that?
Yeah, that kind of got abandoned, didn't it? That?
Yeah. Like, what's the goal there? You're just going to put out the footage, but then what? Like, you can't say, I made this, because then you'll get arrested, okay?
Yeah, and you can't say, like, I procured this. I don't know where I got this from, but also, here's all this evidence.
Yeah. And also, you just spent a very long time staging a fucking crime scene, all right? You really want to hand someone filmed evidence of something that doesn't line up with what you staged?
Yeah, that's a little bit... Look, I don't care about it making no sense in the movie. I do care that the movie did kind of just abandon that idea.
Yeah.
A little bit. Because this movie is not trying to be a serious... This is such a stupid fucking film.
Again, I think that could be a more interesting idea if it was done today. Like, with fucking Twitch IRL streams, if Ghostface is a fucking... Oh, maybe this is just fucking the Batman and Riddler. I don't know. But, Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's something that can be done there.
Hey, guys. I went out today and bought some guns.
Yo, thanks for the 200 bits, dude. Yo, thanks for the 6 months.
At Gotham's Reckoning, thanks for the sub.
Fuck off. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Look, I liked it overall. You're obviously... I think you might be in the mood for, like, a franchise revitalization now, which is good, because that's what's coming next, I think.
Well, this movie kept telling me that it was a reboot, and I'm like, yeah,
it's the one in between the sequences, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but they didn't know that at the time. They didn't know that in 2011. They didn't like, this is going to be the one we do, and then 10 years later, we'll do it again. All right?
Whereas Craven goes, once I finish this, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Then the studio aren't going to know if they need to respect my memory or if they can milk this for more money.
Well,
And then they'll wait a respectful 5 years before they offer my presumable wife a lot of money to just turn a blind eye to us making this. And that's probably how it goes.
I'm sure he'd be fine with it.
I don't think he gave a fuck, to be honest. Like, seemed like a pretty chill dude for the most part.
The horror movie lives on, all right?
Yeah, it does.
To this day, the best moment in any Scream movie is when Wes Craven himself shows up dressed as the Freddy Krueger in the first one, and that just happens to be the janitor of the school.
He's in this. Apparently, he's the coroner in this. I didn't see him, though. I couldn't point him out.
I can't even remember a coroner in this movie.
Yeah, I don't either, but hey-ho. All right, I'm going to read out some thoughts if you're done. If your thoughts are complete.
Do you have any little things?
Not really. I didn't really note any.
All right, cool.
Thoughts it is.
Thoughts. What are thoughts, Lawrence? What's another happy thought?
Is a segment where you can write in. We have a Discord server. The link to join is in the show notes. It's mainly Doctor Who focused because it's for our other podcast, but there is a thoughts channel where you can, just drop your thoughts, and if they're interesting, we can read them out at the end of the show. We're not strict on it. We'll just pick a few and then be done with it.
Hey! I didn't listen to that at all. I was reading some on Discord. Sorry.
All right. Snixon says, hello, boys. I think this might be my least favourite of the franchise. Maybe because it's in a weird spot between two groups of films. Maybe because I get it mixed up with Wayans' scary movies from the period. But something just does not gel. The performances are all great, and even the reveal is fun, but not fun enough. My question for you, if you could if you could Ghostface prank call anyone in the world, who would it be?
Probably you. Speaking of that, what... Scream, Scary Movie 6 has just been greenlit, I believe.
7, I think, no?
One of them, whatever. No, I think it's 6.
No, they've made 2 already. There's 2 already out of the new lot.
No, listen to what I just said. Scary Movie.
Oh, I weren't listening.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah, you dickhead. Scary Movie 6 has just been greenlit. And I saw a tweet that said... Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera should do the funniest thing of all time.
Oh, that would be brilliant. Yeah, because didn't they both leave that movie in protest?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they've left that movie. So, Melissa Barrera was fired because she showed her support for Palestine. And then they were like, "Fuck you." So
just a cool, normal thing to do.
Yeah, just a real.
And
then
Nev Campbell was like, I want a lot more money for this because I am the face of this franchise, and they went no. Yeah. And then she left. But then when they fired the other 2, then they were like, please, Neve Campbell, please come back.
Yeah.
Which, not great that she did, by the way.
Maybe we won't do that one. We don't.
Yeah. We're yet to see how the politics go.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it, to be honest, to fully comment on it.
Maybe we'll do Scary Movie 6 instead.
Yeah, maybe so. That could be a fun one.
Probably won't be. Historically, those movies are mostly bad. But maybe it could be good.
I feel like there'd be... Because this movie's already riffing on movies. So I feel
that's the thing. That's the problem with the Scary Movie movies, is that, especially Scary Movie, the first one, it parodied Scream, a movie which is already a parody of the horror
it's literally making
itself.
Fun of its own existence.
So I missed the mark a little bit, though. Yeah.
So you prank call me, Ghostface?
I would Ghostface prank call you... Probably Ghostface prank call your wife.
Yeah, she'd probably buy it. She's fairly gullible.
Yeah, she doesn't know about all my sounds. I could do this to her, and I could be like, "Hello, I can't say her name, but like, hello, you know."
It's not a big secret. She's just a private person.
Yeah.
Hello, your wife.
Hello, you. Hello, Lawrence's wife.
That's how you call her off the side, outside of the podcast as well. You just refer to her as Lawrence's wife.
No, I don't.
Ari says, next Scream movie, 2 podcast hosts are doing a deep dive on the Scream franchise when things take a dark turn.
That'd be good. I'd watch that.
They have to put podcasts in it somehow, right?
They do. They put podcasts in the Halloween franchise when Halloween came back.
Right, what, like true crime kind of stuff?
Yeah, they were like, oh, these guys, they host a true crime podcast, the greatest honor of all, apparently. And now they come to interview the real fucking killer, the real Michael Myers, or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, they got an exclusive, did they?
I don't know, some shit like that, yeah. And then they just went to a mental asylum and just accosted a mentally ill man for quite a while.
Great, sounds fun.
They're like, hey, talk to us, you murderer.
Talk to us for like 2 hours minimum.
It was like a dog barking. It was quite intense.
Okay, no. Is that the scene? I've seen a scene where he's standing in a courtyard. Is
That's
it?
the one. Yeah.
It's kind of spooky, to be fair. I need to rewatch some of the Halloweens. I haven't seen any of them in a really long time.
They're mostly not good.
Oh, really? What about if you could just go from the remakes? Like, there's Halloween, and then there's they made a bunch that are bad, and didn't they then zero in and make some, like, pretend those never happened, and now we've made 2 more or something?
Yeah, those are all also mostly not good.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I think I've said this on every Scream podcast we've done, but I'll say it again because it always makes me laugh. The fact that the first movie in the Halloween franchise is called Halloween, and then they had a bunch of sequels like Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween H2O, whatever. Yeah. And then they, in 2018 or whatever, they said, fuck those sequels. We're going to do a new sequel to this franchise, and we're going to start it off, and we're going to call this one Halloween. So in the Halloween franchise, they have Halloween followed by its direct sequel, also called Halloween. I think that's fucking hilarious.
You can differentiate because Jamie Lee Curtis is presumably older on the poster, but yeah, you can't have them written down, can you?
Exactly. I guess you'd have to do Halloween 1978 or whatever and Halloween 2018.
You can't retroactively change it though, can you? Like,
well, you can just put the year in. That's fine.
Yeah. Sounds like I think it rips when movies do that. Like 1982, The Thing. That sounds cool. But if you were like Scream 4, 2011, that sounds lame.
It sounds lame because there's no call for it. There's no call for Scream because you've already got the 4 there, haven't you? The Thing. True. The reason that's there to differentiate is because there's also it's the same thing. There's a prequel to The Thing which is called The Thing.
Just called but everyone calls it The Thing 2011 just to differentiate.
Yeah. You see,
which is just bad marketing, if we're honest, isn't it? If everyone calls your movie something that is not the name of your movie.
You know what they should have called it?
What?
The Other Thing.
The Other Thing. Oh no. The Other Thing.
It's The Other Thing. But that wouldn't work because it's technically the same thing. But
yeah, it is the same thing. But there's multiple new forms. They could have called it The Thing Before the Thing.
I haven't seen it.
It's fine. It's completely and utterly fine.
Oh, my head.
Nathan, it's time to recommend some stuff. What we do at this point in the show. I
love recommending some stuff.
I do too. What we do at this point in the show is we recommend some stuff to each other and to our lovely loyal listeners. It can be, I don't know, a piece of media, it could be a game, it could be a book, it could be a film, it could be a telly show. Anything that we've done in the last week that we want to share our experience with. Nathan, shall I go first?
Yes.
Okay. It's Jura 2. I went to the cinema yesterday.
It's
a new movie I saw.
Yeah, what a shock.
Why is that shock? What's the problem?
I saw you pop up, all right? I saw you pop up in the only place you ever pop up in Discord.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been in general a few times this past week. I have.
You've only been in movies, all right?
Listen, I like movies, okay? I'm in Cinema Club.
You are in Cinema Club. You're the fucking what do they call it? The host of Cinema Club?
You're the guy scowling in the back of Cinema Club.
I am. That's me. You're like the president of Cinema Club.
Look, Jura 2, I won't bleat on about it. It's a good movie. It's made by a 94-year-old man, Clint Eastwood, which I think is ridiculously cool.
And he's a big fucking racist as well.
He's not a great bloke, I get it.
Horrible bloke.
Well,
do you remember when he yelled at that chair?
Did he yell at a chair? What's this?
He yelled, there was I think it was in it was some presidential election, and he got up for, I think it was obviously for the Republican Party, and he had a chair on stage, and he imagined basically, I think, I might be wrong on this, don't fucking at me, I think the idea was that it was supposed to be Obama in the chair, and he just yelled at Obama about everything he ever did wrong as president or whatever, but there's just no one in the chair. He's just yelling at an empty chair for 5 minutes straight.
Is it like a drama exercise, or is he just senile?
No, he's just senile. He's just an insane old man, an insane old racist man.
That's fair, but look, it's a good movie, all right? It's a pretty good movie. He can't be that senile. He made this. This is quite a steady hand.
He's pretty senile.
Maybe he was off his meds when he did his chair yelling or whatever. Who knows?
Maybe. It was quite a while ago as well.
Oh, fucking hell. Who knows then? No, I don't know. It's a good movie. I think it's got good, interesting stuff to say on the justice system. I think the cast is good. Nicholas Hoult is very good in it. Toni Collette is brilliant as well. But yeah, and also he's an old bloke, so it's a very like self-reflective movie. It's almost certainly going to be his last movie. And I think that's a cool thing that he chose to make his last movie very like centered around the idea of self-reflection and stuff.
On Thursday, August 30th, 2012, American actor and director Clint Eastwood gave a speech at the Republican National Convention. Eastwood had endorsed Mitt Romney for the 2012 election, and he spent much of his speech running time on a largely improvised routine in which he addressed an empty chair that represented President Barack Obama. There we go.
Was Mitt Romney ran against him in Obama's first term, right? Or his second?
Obama had already served his first term, and he was running for the second term. Right. And that's when he ran against Romney.
Remember Mitt Romney?
The first time he ran against that guy who's dead now, whose name I can't remember.
He went to his funeral and said some nice things, didn't he?
He's in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I know exactly who you mean.
I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, fuck. The most significance Mitt Romney has had on my life since that election in 2008 or 2000. No, obviously not 2012. The most significance he's had is that episode of New Girl where Schmidt pretends to be a Romney or something.
John McCain, that's it. Yeah. Of the Chips fortune. Of the Chips, of the McCain dynasty.
Ivan, what are you recommending this week?
I am recommending that everyone block Lawrence on Letterboxd.
Quite a movement you started on Twitter, by the way, with your 5 likes.
Hashtag block Lawrence on Letterboxd. Let's get that trending. Let's block Lawrence and show this tyranny, this dictator, that he cannot steal my ideas that I think are cool. Okay? And he steals them for himself.
You need
to relax. This is my genuine recommendation, which means you have to write it in the description, okay?
I'll put it in the description.
You have to write that I recommend everyone to block Lawrence on Letterboxd, and then you have to put your @ in there.
I'm not putting the @ in there.
Go to Letterboxd and they can block you.
No, just like I don't need to link where to stream a movie.
I still have you blocked, by the way, on Letterboxd.
I know you did, because I was like, I haven't seen Nathan pop up recently, and I went, and it said follow Nathan, and I was like, you bastard.
I've blocked you.
I didn't follow you out of spite. I went, no,
I can't. You can't. You're blocked.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can't. You're blocked.
I like to know what my friends are watching.
No, you'll never know. No one tell him. I don't think I've watched anything since.
Okay.
Well, but you won't see my thoughts on Scream 4.
All right, fine. Well, I have just had an hour-long conversation.
You won't see. You'll never know what I think of Scream 4. Okay, so everyone, hashtag block Lawrence on Letterboxd. I think it's Lawrence MP4, I believe.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
So go there and block. Even if you don't have Letterboxd, make one. Follow me and block him. All right. I'm at Cinema Nathan.
You know, can you not change that? I know you started Cinema Nathan as a joke. Surely you can change that.
I kind of like it.
Who's in Cinema Club now?
It's me. I'm the president. Okay, look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain. I need to see the newest Scream movie come out, and instead of they go to Letterboxd to find the rules of the horror movie Survival.
Oh, that'd be quite cool, actually.
I would like to see that. But yeah. Anyway, thank you very, very much for listening.
Their top 4 can be the Stab movies. It can be Stab 1, 2, 3, 4.
They can make a list. I don't know, of like all the horror movies that have been the correct answer to Ghostface's questions.
Speaking of lists, you made a list on Letterboxd, didn't you?
I did. There's a list of there you go. So, but
you'll
can't
never
see it if you block me.
Block him, all right? I'll make the list, all right? Don't worry about it.
I've already made the list.
Yeah, I'll steal it.
Do you want me can I share access with you? Probably not until you unblock me.
Probably not until I unblock you, so no, you can't. Because I'm never going to unblock you.
That's fine. Look, this is fine. I've given up. I don't care anymore. It's okay. Block me. Everyone block me if you want.
If you want me to call off this campaign, okay, then you have to stop stealing my idea. And you have to start ranking movies again.
I don't want to. I like your idea.
No, I don't give a shit, all right? I don't give a shit. Pierce is calling for you to do it. He thinks you're wanky and pretentious.
But why doesn't he think the same about you?
Because I'm cool, man.
Fuck you. Right, goodbye everyone. Thank you very much for listening. If you've enjoyed the show, you can leave us a little 5-star review. That would be cool. You can follow us on Twitter at Another Happy Pod, and you can suggest a topic for us to check out. And be sure to join us next week, because it still says because we're going to be continuing X-Mania with this. Be sure to join us next week, because we're starting off a whole new thing.
It's not as long, don't worry. It's the same length as Succession, so you can get through it.
It's 4 weeks. What is it again? I've actually forgotten.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. There you go. Nathan's making me watch. Nathan and I traded. I got Succession earlier on in the year, and now I'm doing Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
We had a little swapsies.
You have to sign up for Crunchyroll and then give me your password. So
what is this?
What is what?
You sign up for Crunchyroll.
I ain't got no money.
How much is Crunchyroll?
Oh, it's on like a $5 or something.
Fine.
You don't need it for a month. You might be able to get a free trial as well.
Yeah, that is very true, actually.
Yeah.
If I can get him in. If I can time my dates right, I can sort that out, yeah.
Sure. Anyway.
If you feel so inclined, we have a Ko-Fi link in the show notes if you want to help us out with the running of both the shows that we do. There is zero pressure to do so. Everyone's always welcome to enjoy the episodes for free. If you do want to help us out, the most useful thing you can do is share the shows with a friend. That'd be fun. We're no longer doing X-Mania, so it's probably a bit more of a reasonable time to show them the podcast.
And our 200th episode is coming up. And it's going to be a big one. Maybe.
It's going to be on a movie you've likely never heard of with someone you might have heard of.
Can you figure out who? Probably.
Yeah. Nathan, we have another podcast, don't we?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We do. It's called Two Lovely Dudes Try to Remember a Movie from 20 years ago.
It's not. That hasn't come out.
It's not yet. It's called Still Got Legs. It's our Doctor Who rewatch podcast where every bloody fucking week... Oh, that was a bit much. We watch and discuss an episode of Doctor Who. We talk about the good. We talk about the even better. We talk about the great. And then sometimes we talk about the not so good. But that doesn't come up that much. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Ooh. If you're going trick-or-treating, stay safe. And, I don't know.
Don't let someone tell you how or what route.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. All right? I'll fucking kill him. I'll Ghostface them, all right?
Okay.
I'll Ghostface them. I'm going to come to your street in a Ghostface costume. And then I'll trick-or-treat at their house. Yeah. So they like it.
And you'll go, time to die, or something. What does Ghostface say? Does he have cool catchphrases?
He does. He has 7 cool catchphrases. Hello, Sydney. That's what he says. Or he says, what's your favorite scary movie?
It does say that. He has a crass line about a woman's breasts.
Nice tits.
Yes! We got him. We got him on a clean recording.
It wasn't my voice, though. So.
Oh, okay, fine.
you won't hold up in court, I'm afraid.
Damn, that's how all the Ghostface should get acquitted. No, you actually have no... That's not me.
That's the next one should be a legal trial. It should be a courtroom drama. The People versus Ghostface.
But his Ghostface is still fully Ghostfaced up.
He's wearing a full suit and the Ghostface mask.
And like the cloak is tucked into his collar.
And it's just Sydney versus Ghostface, but in a court of law. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be a good movie.
Be a good movie.
That's what they should do. But somehow the jury is all various ghost faces as well. And they're like, Your Honor, this seems like a conflict of interest. It's like, I don't see it.
I don't know. It's Dewey. He's like, I don't have a problem with this. This seems cool.
And then you look in, and then the judge opens his briefcase, and there's a ghost face mask in there. Oh no. The system is corrupt.
They wheel in the the TV, the little TV for evidence. Yeah. But instead they just put on a classic horror movie, and it's actually a secret cinema club meeting.
And that's how they can do it. They can do like the rules of like these movies can be presented like by a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Like, now we all know that in scary movies,
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, walk with me here, if you would. We all know that if you are gay, you're fine. Okay.
That was weird, wasn't it?
It was a bit of an odd inclusion, yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that trope in horror movies, to be fair.
Me neither.
Maybe Wes Craven's got some stuff to say. Maybe he should stay dead.
Yeah, we got him.
Nice one, boys. Right, anyway, thanks for listening.
We'll podcast.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Happy Halloween or whatever. Happy Halloween.